Okay, so question 1. If we look at what we've got here, simplify 7x minus 3 bracket and then 4x minus 1. First of all, you need to expand this bracket. Okay, so we're going to multiply through by minus 3. Okay, so you start off with 7x minus 3 times 4x is minus 12x, and then you've got minus 3 times minus 1 is plus 3. To simplify this then, 7x take away 12x is minus 5x plus the 3. And that's your answer, simplified. Okay, we can't take that any further than what it is. Question 2. Again, we've got brackets here. If we expand both brackets first, so we'll have 21t plus 6, and you times through by 3 in that first bracket. Second bracket then, 5t minus 35. So you've expanded both brackets, that will get you a mark. To simplify it then, you put the t's together, so 21 plus 5 is 26t, and then you've got 6, take away 35, it's minus 29. Okay, question 3. So we've got your double brackets, we'll use a FOIL, the approach we've learned before. So we'll multiply the firsts. Remember now with double bracket, you just want to multiply everything in here by everything in here. So that's what FOIL essentially does. So we do the firsts, x times x is x squared, outers. The ones on the outside, 6 times x is 6x. Inners then, okay, so you've got the ones on the inside, minus 4 times x is minus 4x, and the lasts in each bracket, 4 times 6 is 24, but of course it's minus 4 times plus 6, so it's minus 24. Simplify this, x squared plus 6x minus 4x is plus 2x minus 24. Answer. Number 4, again you've got FOIL, so if you do the firsts in this bracket here, okay, you've got 2x times 3x. Now I would do 2 times 3 first, so that gives me 6. 2 times 3 is 6, and then of course x times x is x squared, so that's what you get there for the firsts. Outers then, 2x times 4 is plus 8x. Inners, 1 times 3x is 3x. Lasts, 1 times 4 is 4. Simplify this, you get 6x squared plus 11x plus 4. Question 5, factorize. Now factorize simply means to put into a bracket, okay? So we need to put this into a bracket, and what you do is you look for common factors. You ask yourself, does this have a common factor? And indeed it does. 7 is a common factor. So you take out 7, and then you ask yourself, what do I times by 7 to get 7x? Okay, so that would be x, of course. And what do you times by 7 to get 49? That would be 7. Okay, so there's your answer there. Second one, again, you look for common factors, and we have got a common factor of x. Okay, so x goes outside, and you ask yourself, what do we times by x to get x squared? So that's x. And what do you times by x to get minus 10x? Times it by minus 10. When it comes to question 6, again, factorize. If you look here, you've got 243, 60. Something will go into it. Obviously, they're both even, so you know 2 goes into it. 2 goes into it. 20 goes into it, you can see. But we need the highest factor. And the highest factor you should have had was 120. Okay, so 120. In the bracket then, what do you times by 120 to get 240? Well, that will be 2. 2y. What do you times by 120 to get 360? That will be 3. And because there's a minus there, it's minus 3. Number 7, factorize 3a squared plus 6ab. Look for common factors. Now, hopefully you can see that 3 is a common factor. Okay, so 3 goes on the outside, but not only 3. We could have a letter that's common, and you can see a goes into both of them. We've got a squared here and a here, so a goes into both of them. So we take a out, bracket. What do we times by 3a to get 3a squared? A. What do we times by 3a to get 6ab? Well, it's a bit more complicated, but to get 6ab, you've got to times 3 by 2 to start with. That will give you 6. And then to get 6ab, of course, you've already got 3a. So if we multiply it by 2b, you'll get you 6ab. Number 8, factorize. Okay, so here, again, 3 is a factor. You notice x is also a factor of both terms, and y is a factor of both terms. Open bracket, and you ask yourself, what do I times by 3xy to get 3x squared y? Well, that will be x. And what do I times by 3xy to get 6xy squared? That will be 2y.